Welcome Chelsea fans to the next 5-minute video on my channel, and this is no waffle, it's no BS, it's straight to the point. Liverpool Chelsea, Klopp Tuchel, Van Dijk against Lukaku. Let's get cracking. I can't stand Liverpool. It's a personal thing. Just can't stand them. Hope we stuff them. And I just hope we put them in their place and shut up Anfield. Because let's be honest, it's going to be a raucous full house at Anfield. And they're going to get behind Liverpool. And they're going to try and create an atmosphere where teams crumble. Teams begin to wither. And what they have to remember is that we've gone to Anfield before and we've upset the apple cart numerous times. Remember Demba Ba, Steven Gerrard. Remember last season, Mason Mount. And I'm fully confident we're going to go there tomorrow and do it again. A lot's being made of Liverpool transfer window compared to ours and the player they've brought in compared to the player that we've brought in. And look at the outlay we had the season before. Numerous players coming in, the likes of Werner, Hakim Ziyech, etc. So what are the game tomorrow? Both teams have won both games. Both teams have been impressive. Liverpool have played 2 games you expect them to win. And the same with Chelsea. I would say no disrespect to the Arsenal, but they're just dire at the moment. Doesn't really count as one of our main rivals. Liverpool are, and this is the game where both teams are going to test themselves up against the other. Both managers the same. Both teams well organised. Both teams have an attacking threat. And both teams with different styles. Liverpool in their customary 4-3-3 up against Chelsea in their 3-4-3 formation. And you wonder what's going to happen and how it's going to play out tomorrow. That's all I'm prepared to talk about them and what they're going to do. Let's talk about us and what we're going to do. So to Chelsea, and I expect changes. And the changes that I expect to be made in the game is these players that have been rested for the Copa America and the Euros that have not featured much yet into the first team, or if anything at all, will come in now. I'm talking Ben Chilwell in for Alonso. I'm talking Thiago Silva in the middle of the back 3, playing next to Rudiger and Azpilicueta. Reece James will keep his place on the right hand side with Mendy in goal. That's your back 5, 2 changes from the Arsenal game. The midfield 2, I think you're going to see a change. N'Golo Kante will come in and will play next to Jorginho. I think that'll be the start. Jorginho, the UEFA Player of the Year, he will start and he will play next to N'Golo Kante. It's the number 10 positions in behind Romelu Lukaku where it's going to be interesting. Or will it be one number 10 playing in behind 2 strikers in Timo Werner and Romelu Lukaku? The game's going to be built up around Lukaku's battle with Van Dijk, who's back for Liverpool in their back 4 and being hailed as the saviour. I personally think he's a good defender. I don't think he's the best. I think he's overrated. I think he's powder puff. I think if you go up against him physical, like Romelu Lukaku will do, I don't think he holds his own at all. He's been allowed to boss players in the past and strikers. Lukaku's a different kettle of fish. I would love to have seen him go up against Diego Costa and Didier Drogba to test him. We've got the closest thing coming up to that in Lukaku, and I expect Lukaku to dominate him on Saturday, tomorrow evening for this particular game. If anything, Van Dijk will be looking to stamp his authority having been away from the game, and I think that could be his downfall. I think he'll be keen to try and impress, and I think Lukaku will put him in his pocket as he did Mari at Arsenal, who's probably still having nightmares after last week. For me, I think the 2 number 10s pretty much will pick themselves ahead of this game, and it will be Mason Mount and Kai Havertz playing in behind Lukaku. I think Werner's got a shout of being in there, and of course Hakim Ziyech, but I think it will go with those 2, and that's probably going to be our strongest 11 apart from Kova for Jorginho maybe. So for a prediction for this particular game, I'm fully confident in Chelsea. I'm fully confident in our team, in Thomas Tuchel and in Lukaku ahead of the game, and I think we're going to win this game. I think we're a better all-round 11 and a much better organised and a better shape as a team compared to what Liverpool are. I think Liverpool got holes in their defensive line and their defensive options through midfield, and I think that's going to be key with our 2 number 10s finding endless space time and time again. We see Mason Mount and Havertz drop into those little spaces in front of the back 4 at the sides of the pitch behind their midfield, and they're going to do it again tomorrow. Chelsea to win this game by 2 goals tomorrow for me, and it's as straightforward as that. Forget them, forget Klopp, forget Van Dijk, focus on us, and I think that we're getting to the point now where we're becoming a well-oiled machine, and I think that's going to kick in and go up a level from the game against the Arsenal against Liverpool tomorrow. So Chelsea to win by 2, starting 11 as I confirmed: Mendy, Rudiger, Thiago Silva, Azpilicueta, Ben Chilwell, Jorginho, Kante, Reece James, Mount, Havertz, Lukaku. Come on Chelsea, we can do this. If you've enjoyed this 5-minute video, drop a like on it for me, then subscribe to the channel. But let me know what you think about the game tomorrow and the starting 11, and of course these 5-minute videos. I try and read all your comments and I appreciate them. So if you've never seen my channel before and this is your first time here, make sure you subscribe as well. Have a fantastic evening and enjoy the game tomorrow, and I'll see you next time. Come on Chelsea!